Goapele is in the building, or in the atmosphere, I should say right now. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am great. I love your dimples. Oh my God, you're so amazing. Milk and Honey, I have to say, is my joint as a DJ. When I put that on, it's just like, it's crazy. What else is coming up for you? Will we see any more videos or?
Yeah, well, it's funny you say Milk and Honey because Bedrock from the Bay Area produced that, and I just recorded another song with Bedrock called Secret, and it's coming out, and it's kind of fun and flirty too. And I also been working on some other music lately, and we'll be putting out an EP pretty soon, and just really trying to tackle everything that I feel.
Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can see whoever I choose.
Also, just did this song called Stand that's just about rising up and standing for something, because we could fall for anything.
I'm so glad that you brought that up, because that takes us into a direction of what I wanted to hit with you specifically about, these times are very sensitive for us, the shootings that are going on. What's your take or what's your thought with everything?
I think that it is crazy, and I think that it's horrible that this is a reality that may have never stopped in this country, and it's just being exposed now because social media is in the hands of everybody. So people are telling their stories, and I just hope that we don't get too used to the horrors, you know what I mean? And that police brutality isn't acceptable, and racism isn't acceptable, and we can't get used to it. It has to keep feeling like it's wrong, and I'm just so inspired by people that are marching in the streets peacefully and congregating and talking about how can we change policies and how can we just interrupt what's going on and let people know that they're not dying in vain.
So I wanted to ask you, this being the first soul music festival, how does this make you feel being a part of it?
Yeah, it feels great to be a part of it, actually. Goodness, it feels great. I have to be honest, this isn't a market that I play a lot. I play all up and down in the East Coast all the time, always working, but it's, and even the Bay, I play the Bay more than LA. I don't know why, because it's just weird. I think it's a difficult market, but KJLH has always supported me, so I know that I'm going to get here eventually. It's just not like some, a lot of cities I do 2 times a year, but it's never like that here. So for this to be the first LA Soul Festival and they invited me, that's amazing. I was like, oh my God, really? It's great, yay. If it was New York, I wouldn't be surprised. If it was DC, I wouldn't be surprised. If it was Atlanta, I wouldn't be surprised. But I'm like, really, the first one? So I'm honored to be here. I'm always, grateful for every opportunity that I have, and I don't take anything for granted, not anything. So yeah, it's a great lineup, 3 days of amazingness. Yes. I don't know if that's the word, but I just made it one.
We'll make it a word tonight. How important is it when it comes to fashion for men and for brothers like us to dress, and how important style plays just in your everyday?
Well, for me, I don't. Fashion is when you don't get dressed up for anybody.
True.
You get dressed up for yourself, yes, and you get dressed up in what makes you comfortable. Because there's certain guys that can show up in a pair of flip-flops, shorts, and a t-shirt, and they look like they super styling.
They look fly, right?
You know what I'm saying? It's how you carry yourself. So for me, I take out the garbage like this. This is what I do. I'm.
Yes, sir.
I cannot. You're never gonna see me out of character. That's just my thing. And when I'm out of character, I feel out of character. I carry myself out of character. I walk funny. I talk funny. I don't even want to talk to anybody. I want to, get in and out. I hate when my mom sends me to the store, and I'm just getting out of the gym and I'm looking like, so Fashion is very important. And what is not important is a brand name. I do not, I like certain brands.
Right.
I like certain quality of clothing.
Right.
But that's nobody else's business. You know what I'm saying? Like if I like Gucci, I'm never going to have a shirt with G's all over it. It's never going to happen because that ain't none of your business. Right. you counting my money now. It's like, so I don't like to do that. But I do like high-end brands. I do like quality brands. And, I'd rather wear a pair of Traytons that are $99 than the newest Jordans that are $300. I'm not giving that guy my money and the shoes fall apart 3 wears in. So that's just, I'm very selective.
No doubt. We appreciate that on the fashion line. I want to jump next to basically this festival. This is the first one.
Yeah.
And you're part of it. And Vivian, you guys were on stage. It was amazing.
Thank you.
How does this whole event make you feel to be a part of this very first Soul Fest?
To be honest with you, I never knew it was the first one until like a couple of minutes ago. So I thought it was just amazing, for something that's the first time. It's usually ran kind of janky when something's usually the first time, and this isn't. You know what I'm saying? This is super professional. You got your trailers with air conditioning. There was food in the trailer.
That's right.
There was water and sodas and good stuff. That was dope. They put us in a hotel it's like 80 minutes away, but other than that, we good. But the hotel's right around the block from one of my favorite hat stores, so I was able to go get some hats.
Nice.
So I'm good.
What hat store is that?
Gorin Brothers.
Gorin Brothers, yes indeed.
Yeah. Right in Pasadena. That's the first Gorin Brothers I ever been to was in Pasadena. So when the hotel was around the block, I just went around the block. And
there it is. Shout out to Gorin Brothers, right?
Yes.
So we were talking to the legendary Kwame, the man himself down there, and you guys are working together, and you're on his label, correct?
Yep, I'm on his label, yep.
So how's that working out for you?
Good, oh my God. The Get Right Back to My Baby is like my highest charting single literally in 10 years. Literally in 10 years. I made it to number 3 nationally, and that was amazing for me. I haven't had a record like that in 10 years, so it's been amazing. I've done so many things I haven't done in a long time. I've even been so many places like LA that I haven't been in a long time. So I don't regret any bit of it. We did have a little friction.
Just a little bit.
In the beginning, because he just really wanted to take my sound in a different direction. I was like, I was afraid because I didn't know if my fans were going to like it. When people are used to you being a certain way,
they love you.
You just you're afraid to change. And he's like, the great thing about working with someone like Kwame, someone who was an artist, someone who was a successful producer, someone who has his own label. Like he understands from every side of the coin. So no matter how much friction there was between us, I never felt like he didn't understand where I was coming from, and that made it easy to finally get our rhythm going. And once we got that going, we were able to finish Vivid and not a lot of time at all. Once we got it, we were going through it, making songs. So yeah, it's really, really, really cool to work with somebody that knows all sides and all aspects of the business. It really is.
Standing next to me, man, I can't say enough. Here we go again. Miss Angie Stone is right here next to me. How you doing?
I'm blessed. Thanks for asking.
Oh, man. It's so wonderful to have you here. Such an amazing job on the stage. Your energy, your showmanship is just amazing. The response that you get back, that energy that you get from the crowd, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like I'm doing what God would have me to do. I connect. I use the gift that he gave me to minister to the people, and I think that I once I connect, I'm in there.
You are such a blessing to us all. We appreciate you so much. So with the festival, this is the very first one. We've had some amazing people that were here on day 1. Of course, this is day 2. You're here. Day 3 is tomorrow. How important is it to be a part of this very first music festival?
It's always great to be first at anything because the template is well received or rejected. In this case, it's well received, and I just really feel that I've been blessed to be a part of this, and this community really respects my music. My lyrics minister to their soul, so I just feel like this was a coup de montada.
Yeah.
All my poison, and I used it for self-esteem. And I know if she saw this feeling, she'd be ashamed. I found this girl that's you and my philosophy. It's like I got to my feet. Let the dollar circulate.